Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon. It's 5th up against 9th, and both teams have plenty to prove. A great game in prospect as we get underway. Ruckman. Football's answer to fast bowlers. The Cats off to a good start. Scores level. This is absorbing. The big men fly. Newton, they've coughed it up. Lewis, through the centre square he goes. Mannar marks it centre half forward. Searching kick. Go. It's no place for the faint-hearted. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Huggard with the tap. Rochelle throws it on the boot and misses.
They dodged a bullet there. They might not be so lucky next time.
Keast with the footy. Quality delivery by foot. Doesn't often waste it. Edwards takes an excellent grab. The Cats showing some good signs early. Not on my watch, he says. Bratka, they're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. No free kick and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Huggard, the winner there. Dow closed him down. That's not coming out, and it'll be the umpire's ball deep inside 50. Pike looking for territory. Lewis, Rochelle, he still found a way. Pike kicking for his first. Quick snap is off target.
There's 5 points gone begging.
Keast to bring it in. The kick was centimetre perfect. What can they generate? Dersma fumbles. Could be costly. Tidy ball. He's lost it. He had prior opportunity.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
Good handball. Dersma on the non-preferred. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Throws it on the boot. Kelly with a chance to run. Rochelle. This is promising. Showing some dare. Bath popped up out of nowhere. Couldn't burst through. Urquhart on centre wing is marked. What's he got on offer? Normally delivers. Good disciplined defence. He didn't break stride. Urquhart read that one right off the boot. The defence has fallen down. Wine commands the footy. Clever kick. Mannar only knows one way. Look at him go. Dow in the right spot at the right time. Important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. McPherson, he's stopped in his tracks. You have to be tough to play this game. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Huggard with the tap. I felt that one from here. Yeah, they're tackling with great intent. Huggard wins the hit out. Newton taken to ground. They're tackling with venom today.
Both sides are just feeling each other out early.
The two big men do battle. Dow in his natural habitat. Huggard gets his kick despite the heat. He's caught. Can he impose himself on the match? Gottsling gathers. Rochelle, Hughes kicks to space. Foot race on the wing. Pike uses the non-preferred. In no man's land. Tomlinson saw that coming. Keast, they're moving the footy well here. Dishes it off. Tomlinson. 1 quarter down. It's been entertaining so far, and there's little in it on the scoreboard. Time to check in with Gary.
There's not a lot to separate the teams, either on the scoreboard or on the stat sheet. Disposals, clearances and inside 50s are all fairly even. If the match continues like this, it'll be engrossing, but I can't help but feel that someone will break it open at some point. I'm just not sure who.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, they're going nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre.
Both defences are holding up well. Goals haven't been easy to come by.
Lewis, Pike, Hughes. He just dropped it. McPherson leads his opponent. Newton. Now it's someone else's problem. Urquhart. He's so good in close. Fisher. He's been busy so far. Bath picking their way through. Stevens To no one in particular. Low to give them the lead. He's done it. The Roos conceded the first, but they've been on top since then. Haggard punches it out of the ruck like Batman and Robin. McPherson, he's just dropped the footy and the ump has no choice.
You've got to be quicker than that.
Gottsling in the clear, punched away. Rochelle has a paddock in front of him. Wants to take the game on. He's completely shanked it and ended up missing everything. McPherson makes position. Short pass looks good. Keast works hard to present. Little one to half back. The Roos moving the ball well. And they're away. Bath has found some space. What's he got on offer? Off he goes. They can't catch him. What a game he's having. Bratka, Edwards, attracted a crowd. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Pike wins the hit out. Bruin, this is great pressure footy. We'll have another ball up. Haggard has got on top. Newton, Pike leading from the front. A bit of illegal shepherding going on, and the umpires awake to it. Conservative kick. Newton marks on centre wing. He's got an option in the centre square. Hits the deck. Missed opportunity. McPherson. Dow with time. They have absolutely spifflicated him. Didn't take the first option, and he's been penalised.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Blasts away, and that's out on the full.
A good tackle there, forced him into the mistake. This is... what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered. The Roos have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Haggard has had his measure today. Newton, sloppy disposal and a turnover. Probing ball. Rochelle has eyes only for the footy. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Punch clear. Mannar. Bruin onto it in a flash. He ran into a brick wall. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
Both sides making their fair share of mistakes. It's just a matter of who can punish the opposition the most.
Dow. Bruin runs onto it. He'll drive them inside 50 yet again. Newton, got to get it out of there.
Hasn't been the highest standard game, but still been enjoyable to watch.
The umpire will have it. Good ruck work. Newton gathers on the half volley. Dersma gets the kick away. Bruin went bang. Urquhart. McPherson not wanting to bomb to a contest. Haggard got to get it forward now. They've put themselves under pressure. It's not a fair fight. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Pike with a deft tap. Buse. Kelly. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Great tackling technique there. Pike showing his skills. Mannar. Kelly in the thick of it as ever. He's so clean with the footy. Keast kicks to centre wing. Dow relishing the contest. Bath needs to be quick. Squeezes the kick. O'Sullivan. He's drawn a crowd. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Pike slaps it out. Buse. What a work ethic he has. Dersma with the intercept mark. What's he got on offer? That's a useful ball. Kelly is dangerous when he has space. Good thinking and good execution too. Searching kick. Pike. They're moving the footy quickly. Whitlock is calm in a crisis. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Pike with a deft tap. Buse. Was that a throw? Dow. Rochelle gets in the way. Not his best. He's missed. The tackle affected the kick.
They've got to start making these opportunities count.
Trying to catch them out. Keast, all on his own. Neat little worm burner. McPherson, he's lost possession. Hughes, Keast, showing why he's such a good defender. Tidy ball. Who's front and centre? Henry. He's had little impact so far. He's normally better than that. That's skillful. He's hit up the lead. Slowing it down. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Slips through his fingers. Towards full forward. Henry hunting the footy. It's there!
They're doing it the hard way at the moment, but they're all worth 6 points.
It's an understatement to say they needed that one. The two big men do battle. Urquhart. They cannot keep him quiet. Time to turn on the Jets. Fisher needs a good decision. Hughes wins it back. Great mark. Delivers to centre half forward. Mannar can just about finish it himself. Rochelle has it within range.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Is that going out on the full? No, we're behind. And maybe that'll turn out to be handy later on.
He really should have capitalised on that, but not to be.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Quality delivery by foot. What can they muster from the back half? Well-weighted kick, taking no chances at all. Henry has time and space. Dow, solid tackle. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Coleman Jones got his palm to it. He's under close attention. The fans will be happy to see this. They've bottled it up. Pike wins it. Barker gathers. Will he pump it deep? Bath in the centre square. Good looking kick. Pike making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. McPherson, he's everywhere at the moment. Off the side of the boot and out on the full.
If you get that much of the footy, you're bound to turn it over once in a while.
Doesn't often waste it. Herbert couldn't reel it in. That's commitment to the cause. We'll have a ball up as we approach half-time. The two big men do battle. Dow, Barker wins it back. Thought his way through it. No one can mark. And out it goes.
What these sides lack in polish, they're certainly making up for in endeavour. It's been brilliant.
Coleman Jones showing his skills. Newton, Mannar gets there first. Rochelle, that's good work rate. Just has to hit a target. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. What can they build here? McPherson working hard and being rewarded. Fisher presents in space. Picking their way through. Honours the lead. Slick hands. Goad. Newton felt the pressure there. Gottsling picks it off. That's poor kicking. The Roos guarding the corridor. You can't question his commitment. He'll feel that one. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Conway wins the tap. They've got good chemistry, those two. He's been dispossessed. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Neither side able to clear the footy. Conway punches it out of the ruck. Lewis, he's not one to take a backward step. And inside 50 goes begging. Keast. Edwards, we've seen that before. Bath, taken to ground. When one tackle just won't do. They're tackling with great intent. The two big men do battle. Lewis, Hughes. Rochelle on a lead. What's he got on offer? Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Bath got a fist in. Gota runs onto it. Half-time, and it's been a dour struggle so far. Not a lot of highlights, but at least we have a close one. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Cats are winning the clearances and inside 50s, but losing both the contested possessions and uncontested possessions. And the game. It makes for a strange-looking stat sheet. It's a case of two different methods going head-to-head, and I'd be surprised if there's more than a couple of kicks in it either way at the end.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Important clearance here. Bowes. Kelly. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Rochelle getting involved. Quick snap, and that's a goal! So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. Sweeping handball. Lewis, terrific tackle. He's besieged. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Bowes, Lewis, Buse, going flat chat. Rochelle takes the responsibility, just needs to finish. Finish he does. The Cats are taking it right up to their more fancied opponents. Coleman Jones wins it out of the centre. Newton, the kick is precise. McPherson, the defenders will be nervous. Punched away. Hanson Jr. manages to get off a handball. O'Sullivan, he's lost it. Bowes runs onto it. Throws it on the boot. Bradkey, that one was always his. Rochelle gathers it cleanly on the wing. Couldn't burst through. George, he's set upon. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Coleman Jones wins the hit out. Dow, Harvey. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? The Cats have won it back. Whitlock takes an excellent grab. He's generally a good kick. Lewis, he's so clean with the footy. Holmes, whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Rochelle leading by example. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Conway palms it down. Bowes on the same page as his ruck. Rochelle, will he look for a target or go himself? The Roos have been caught napping.
He's goalless so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
They've risen to the challenge and are playing inspired football.
It's a handy buffer they've established. Conway wins it. Buse. He's only had the one inside 50. Edwards fighting hard. Met solidly. And we will do it all again. Coleman Jones punches it out of the ruck. Newton. McPherson. A quick getaway wasn't possible. Can he find a teammate? Fisher. McPherson leading from the front. Long ball in. Thumped away. The sprint is on. Dow goes for home. He doesn't miss many, and that is no exception. Neither side giving an inch. What a contest we're seeing. Newton, Dow, kicks to space. They've given it back. Can he hit a target? He put himself in the line of fire. The Roos on the ball now. Harvey takes a bounce. Quick snap, and that's a goal!
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Roos having a good patch. Coleman Jones with a deft tap. He's kicked it the wrong way. In no man's land. Whitlock. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Conway got his palm to it. Lewis. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Tidy ball. McPherson has charged into space. Huggard can keep it moving. What's he got on offer? Delivers to centre half forward. Good disciplined defence. O'Sullivan. Urquhart. Bath. He's kicked it like an arrow.
It's not for nothing the third quarter is known as the premiership quarter.
Who would know who's going to win this? Conway with the tap. Buse. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Keeps it low. Urquhart towards the goal mouth. Stevens appreciates that delivery.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
He goes with the banana, and he's kicked it beautifully.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Roos are really taking it to them today. Coleman Jones has probably got the points at this stage. Bath, Urquhart only knows one way. Bratka mops that one up. Huggard loves the hard stuff. Bowes makes good contact. Barker. The kick was centimetre perfect. And they're away. That's well played. They'll bide their time. Buse works hard to present. Neat little worm burner. He's hit up the lead. He might have thought about the corridor. Bratka goes without it. Rochelle, Urquhart intercepts the hand pass. The umpire says he had no prior. Big clearance to win here. Bowes reads the tap well. Holmes. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Conway showing his skills. Barker. Bowes. Manages to find a teammate. He hasn't been himself today. Keast is proving hard to pass. Huggard gets his kick despite the heat. Down. He's taken a beauty. Normally delivers. Drops the football. Fisher kicks laterally. Dersma dangerous to leave on his own. Well played. Short pass looks good. Bath has found some space. Takes the short option. Stevens is the man on the spot and he's marked. O'Sullivan. No one's gone near him and he could make them pay.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
There goes the kick and he's put it through.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
They're 3 kicks in front now, but a long way from safety. Conway with a deft tap. Buse, crunching tackle. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Conway showing his skills. Buse. The team physios will be working overtime. There'll be a few feeling sore after this match.
The Cats. Clearance work is certainly not the reason they're behind on the scoreboard. It's been good today.
Harvey, Urquhart. Hughes didn't need to be asked twice.
The Cats are really struggling to score at the moment. They need to try something different.
Huggard wins the hit out. Urquhart. Dow. He's been accosted. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
Both sides are placing a premium on team defence, which is making goals very hard to come by.
Barker. Good looking kick. Who's front and centre? Rochelle hunting the footy. Under pressure. Doesn't often waste it. Looking for some quick ball movement. His field kicking is normally first rate. Holmes read that one like a book. Bath wins it back. Great mark. Searching kick. It's a bad mistake. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Keast clears the area.
The Roos will probably try to chew up these remaining moments and take this lead into the break at three-quarter time.
Conway with a deft tap. Barker. Lewis panicked under pressure. Anyone's ball. Edwards onto it in a flash. Rochelle with a chance to run. I've liked his game today. Spent what he didn't have. Holmes. Sloppy hands and they've turned it over. Fisher. Urquhart. That's a bit of a waste. He's copped one high. What's he got on offer? Herbert has found some space. The Cats can build something here. Sees an opportunity to whisk the ball forward. Great tackling technique there. Conway has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Barker, Holmes, Kelly. Rochelle outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
The Tide's well and truly against them. This is a must.
That won't score. It's a disappointing result. The Roos are playing like winners. Terrific forward pressure. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Conway smashes it out of there. Bruin, he'll be sore in the morning. No free kick and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Punch clear. Manor. It's a desperate tackle. Conway under the gun. He's normally good on his non-preferred. We turn for home with an upset well and truly on the cards. Can these spirited underdogs hold on? Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Cats have just got to start hitting the scoreboard. They've stood up well defensively, given what they're up against, but they look impotent forward of the ball. A couple of quick goals can turn this around and put a different kind of pressure on the opposition. Scoreboard pressure, which is still the greatest pressure there is in football.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. The big men fly. Urquhart, Newton, Edwards. We've seen that before. Hughes, Manor. What can he do with it? Just trying to get it forward under pressure. Keast. The Roos are playing some great footy. Dersma can send them into attack. Urquhart. Coleman-Jones pounces. Hasn't seen a lot of it. They could be vulnerable here. Clever kick. It's amounted to nothing. You can see their confidence growing. Manor read that one right off the boot. Gottsling in the clear on centre wing. Dersma, where would they be without him? Ignoring the corridor for now. Fisher, all on his own. They're moving the footy quickly. It's a poor inside 50. Well-weighted kick. The Cats are out of trouble. Takes the safe option. Sees an opportunity and plays on. Hughes, Valentine with a little bit of time. Keast, they must be sick of the sight of that. And we'll have a throw in.
The Cats are winning the clearance battle, but they're struggling to parlay that into scoreboard pressure.
Conway wins it. Bruin kicks inside the forward 50. That's an impressive mark.
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? He has! The Cats were after the first, and they've got it. The big men fly. Dishes it off. He picked his pocket. Newton. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. The two big men do battle. Holmes, read it best. Kelly, Hughes. That's good work rate. Can he find a teammate? George, working hard and being rewarded. Tidy ball. Fisher takes an excellent grab. Delivers to centre half forward. No mark. Hanson Jr. He's drawn a crowd. The Cats will have one eye on the clock. The two big men do battle. Dow has some attention to deal with. Newton. Edwards is there to save the day. He's generally a good kick. Kelly on a lead. He doesn't waste many. Hughes can keep it moving. What's he got on offer? Careful ball movement. No time like the present. Hughes. That's a bruising tackle. They're tackling with great intent. Pike showing his skills. Holmes sharks it. Defence 101 there. Whitlock. Fisher into the middle with the kick. Hits the deck. Missed opportunity. Newton. Coleman-Jones. He's kicked it the wrong way. Fisher hacking it forward. This is good ball movement. The Roos look well drilled. Lace out. Great footy. The defence has fallen down. Barth has turned it on today. The Roos with a bit of breathing space now. Pike with the tap. Holmes honours the lead. Is anyone home? You can't afford to do that too often. That'll work. Gets his kick despite the heat. Newton couldn't hold it under pressure. Barth. Dersma. Time is starting to become a factor. Pike showing his skills. Bruin feeling the heat. They're tackling with venom today. Thank you. Coleman-Jones with a deft tap. Haggard. The Roos are good with their hands.
What these sides lack in polish, they're certainly making up for in endeavour. It's been brilliant.
Coleman-Jones with a deft tap. Manor, Hughes. How will the umpire see this?
Lots to analyse, Gaz. What stands out?
Oh, it's not pretty at the moment. You can hear the body-on-body contact down here. They're hitting in hard.
Manor, he's hit up the lead.
These half chances can often be the difference.
Gets onto it, no trouble with the distance, but only a behind.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Good thinking and good execution too. Manages to find a teammate. He's had little impact so far. Dersma makes position. Gota presents in space. Quality delivery by foot. They're playing with purpose and poise. Urquhart. No wonder coaches go grey. That's a well-placed kick. Barker has got off the chain. The clock is the enemy now. Keast throws it on the boot. What can they muster from the back half? He's struggled to make an impact to this point. They're going hammer and tong. Bratka felt the pressure there. Edwards picking their way through. Urquhart got a fist in. Knew where the help was. Dow. Huggard. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Well played. What's he got on offer? He's been quiet. Punched away. Valentine. It's not been his day, that's for sure. He's normally better than that. They're looking good. O'Sullivan. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. The kick is precise. Huggard demanded the footy and got it.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
Drop punt and he has put it away.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Roos with two on the bounce. The big men fly. Newton, big tackle laid. The umpire says he had no prior. Coleman Jones wins it down. Newton, he's lost it. Harvey, this is promising. Coleman Jones, stripped of the footy. Urquhart lays it off. The Cats have won it back. That's commitment to the cause. The Roos are giving them nothing. Good ruck work. Dow manages to get off a handball. Urquhart. Valentine is racking up spoils. Hurried kick goes very wide. He's miscued that one.
Not much going right for them at the moment. This to seal it.
Can he pull a rabbit out of the hat? Yes, he can. What a goal.
It wasn't long ago this match was right in the balance. The change that's come over it has been stark.
The Roos with all the momentum now. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Urquhart. Edwards is calm in a crisis. He's been accosted. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Coleman Jones with the tap. Bruin. Dersma cuts them off yet again. The Roos are finishing with a wet sail. Stevens, they've found the magic formula. Throw in deep in the pocket.
The Roos have been so impressive today. This will give them huge belief.
Coleman Jones wins the hit out. Bruin. It's a tough game. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. A few hearts in mouths for a moment or two. Coleman Jones, the winner there. Barker. It's been that kind of day for them. Searching kick. Coleman Jones has drifted forward and marked.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
The Roos look like running away with it. There's another.
They're just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
The Roos are absolutely airborne at the moment. Coleman Jones wins it out of the centre. Bruin, Barker, turnover in the middle. This could hurt. No one can mark. Rochelle. Called for a push. Good kick. Who's front and centre? Inspired by the round ball code. Conway off the ground, and that's a goal. Not many tip this result. Coleman Jones has rucked tirelessly. Urquhart. Newton. Hughes has it now on centre wing. Harvey. What's he got on offer? Run down from behind. Kicks to space. He might have thought about the corridor. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. He ran into a brick wall. I've liked his game today. Kelly mops that one up. Short pass looks good. That's an uncharacteristic mistake. The Roos have won. They might look back at this as a pivotal moment, but for now, the spoils of victory are theirs. Half's here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, Huff?
The Roos were just that bit better for most of the match and always looked more likely to get the points.